Hey guys, I just wanted to bring you an update on the planted Nano tank. It's been a while since I've done an update on this one, and that's because for her past couple weeks this tank has looked like shit. What happened was, I think in my last update I mentioned to you that I thought that the hair grass was really taking over in front and kind of growing in amongst the baby tears, which I did really like the look of, and I still do. But I noticed that the baby tears started to suffer a bit. They were turning a bit brown, and they kind of looked like they were being choked out. And I thought that that was maybe because the dwarf hairgrass is just hardier and was taking over. So I went in to try and pull some of it out, but the roots had such a good hold and they were all tangled up with the baby tears roots, and I just ended up massacring this tank. It looked terrible. So I left it for a couple of weeks, and now it seems that the baby tears are back better than ever. They're just glowing green. I know the iPhone makes things look like they're glowing even more, but they really just are, and I think they look really great. And I think in the future, when the hair grass starts to take over again, I'll probably just trim it with scissors instead of trying to pull it out, because that was obviously a bad call. But once I got started, I kind of got to that point where I couldn't really stop and things just went from bad to worse. But I'm pleased to say that things have recovered quite well. And the babies are growing up. You can actually see them on camera now. Here's one of them here, who's quite red. This is one of the ones that's more red than the others. But there are quite a lot. When they all come out and start swimming around after a water change, I tried to count them. I think there were probably about 30 of them in here, I'd say. But I'll be able to tell better once they start getting a bit bigger, and once they're grown I'll put them in the 10-gallon planted tank. So I think that's pretty much all that's new with this tank. Just some good growth on the baby tears, and I've been quite pleased with this one. It's needed little to no maintenance. I mean, I clean it every week, but it takes me about 10 minutes, and I haven't had any issues with algae, even though I'm dosing quite a lot of potassium and Excel in this tank. But I can touch on my opinions on those fertilizers and algae later. The only other thing I wanted to mention too, that I've been noticing, is that I've found that when I put the baby tears in this tank, it only took about a week or two for them to just kind of explode and spread everywhere. And I'm not finding that is happening quite so much so far with the 10-gallon tank. And I don't think it's a substrate issue. I think it's a, oh, here's a good shot of these two babies. I think it's an issue of water temperature. This tank is unheated, and it's gotten quite cold lately in my house, so I would imagine the water temperature in this tank, I haven't measured it today, but I would imagine it's probably about 68 degrees. I know that cherry shrimp don't mind cooler temperatures, but it kind of seems like the plants prefer them as well. I haven't done any reading on that, and I will soon, but let me know what you guys find, and yeah, we can just kind of talk about your opinions on whether or not you think the aquarium plants prefer warmer or cooler temperatures. Yeah, thanks for watching.